ATP, or adenosine triphosphate, is the molecule responsible for producing energy in our cells. Each ATP molecule is made of one adenosine with a tail of 3 phosphorus atoms behind it. Each phosphorus has an oxygen atom on each available side. The phosphorus can be broken off. Each time one is removed, 7.3 kilocalories of energy is released. The ATP then becomes ADP, or adenosine diphosphate. ADP is used in glycolysis, Krebs cycle, and etc. to produce more ATP. Then the entire process is repeated again.
Cellular respiration starts off with glycolysis. This is how the cell uses glucose to produce ATPs and proteolytes. It starts in the cytoplasm where the glucose is broken down. Glycolysis produces 4 ATPs into NADH, but uses 2 ATPs in the process for a net of 2 ATPs into NADH. Proteolytes are also produced by glycolysis.
The step after glycolysis is the Krebs cycle. This process takes place in the matrix or the innermost part of the mitochondria. The compound that starts the Krebs cycle is pyruvic acid, which is produced directly from glycolysis. Krebs cycle occurs twice, so one molecule of ATP is produced each time. Other major products of the cycle are 4 molecules of CO2, 6 molecules of NADH, and 2 molecules of FADH2. The NADH and FADH2 molecules drive the next step of aerobic respiration, the electron transport chain.
The step after Krebs cycle comes the electron transport chain. This process occurs in the folds called cristae of the mitochondria in eukaryotic cells. In prokaryotic cells, this process occurs in the cell membrane. The chemicals the electron transport chain starts with are NADH and FADH2. In this process, electrons are taken from the starting molecules and are moved throughout the mitochondrial membrane and are used to help the ATP synthase make ADP and phosphate into ATP. This process produces 34 ATP and also a byproduct of water.
Alright, now let's connect everything we've learned so far. Cell respiration can be either anaerobic or aerobic. The difference is that aerobic requires oxygen, while anaerobic does not. Aerobic respiration is much more common and efficient, but anaerobic has its uses too. Glycolysis is an example of aerobic respiration. Cells can also use anaerobic respiration if their oxygen supply is low. Anaerobic respiration mostly takes place in the cytoplasm, while aerobic respiration takes place in the mitochondria of eukaryotic cells. Aerobic respiration can produce between 34 to 40 molecules of ATP. So, did you understand everything? If not, I guess you could just replay the video. So, while you decide, here's this awesome drawing! I hope you guys learned something new!